Alright, it's Friday, May 23rd, about 5:45 in the evening. This is a Humdifirst unit. It's a Mist Pac 15, I believe it is, that is in for some maintenance. One of the transducers is bad. We're going to replace it tonight. This unit has been in continuous use since roughly November of 2007. And we'll open it up in a minute and we'll see what kind of debris there is. A unit that had been operating with heat in continuous operation since November would be a pile of rocks by now, and I think we'll see that this is in pretty good shape. We'll open it up and take a look. First of all, even with one of the transducers inoperative, I'll turn the humidistat up, it still will produce a great deal of moisture. Typically you'll locate it higher in a room and the mist is allowed to drift off. This is the unit with the top removed. These are the transducers that actually generate the mist. I'll turn this on for just a second. It spits like crazy with the cap off, but you can get a sense of what they do. You can see that one down there on the lower left is not working. Now we'll empty the water out of this thing so we can disassemble it and clean it as we need to. Water's been dumped out of the unit, and now we're looking at the dried transducers. You can see that there's a little bit of residue on the bottom of the tray. Here's another picture of some of it. And it literally wipes off without any difficulty. We'll take a rag to this, clean it up. I took a Q-tip to the top of the drivers. This is continuous use from November of 2007 until the end of May 2008. That is pretty spectacular considering the amount of water that's gone through this thing. It's capable of producing 15 pounds of water per hour. It's been operating continuously. Not much dirt. Alright, we started this tape at about 5:45, and it is now just a little bit in front of 6. 2 tissues like that, 3 Q-tips, and we now have a clean pan. Quite frankly, I don't think you would have had to have cleaned it, but since we're going to be changing this transducer, I wanted to get it nice and sparkly. The point being that it takes very, very little time to get this thing cleaned up if you do want to clean it. Now let's change out the transducer. This is the underside of the unit. It looks like a real spaghetti mess of wire, but it's really quite orderly. Everything is color coordinated. Push-on connectors for fast change-outs. Our particular transducer is going to be this one right here. It's accessible from the underside. We don't have to disassemble anything in the water tank. So we're not going to have any problems with leakage or sealant issues. Although it is a rubber washer and it's screwed on, so if we did have to change it out, we could in a matter of minutes. We're not going to have to, however. Let's see, time hack, it's about 10 minutes after. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that hold the bottom pan on, so access was really quite easy. Okay, 6:30, all put back together again and ready to be leak checked. I'll fill it up with water and see if anything comes out the bottom. Okay, it's a little bit better than an hour after we started. It's about 6:45. The pan's been cleaned, the transducer has been changed, we've leak checked it, reassembled the bottom pan, and filled it with water above the minimum cutoff. The minimum cutoff will cut off operation if it's too low. And we want to make sure that we have water in the tank. Never run the transducers without water over the top of them. They will fail. So let's turn our humidity up and see if we get everything working. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Excellent. We will reassemble it, and we'll test it one more time to see if we can fog the way that we did before. This is the finished Humdifirst device, ready to go. Time now, 10 minutes to 7, so 1 hour, 5 minutes after we started.